Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, on my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan. I'm a spiritual guide, a healer, and a medium. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about the dark side of using the law of attraction. I want to talk about what is the actual cost of bringing forth your manifestation and how to avoid paying the high price. Let's get started. The reason I wanted to make this video is I have a friend, I'm going to be honest with you, this person is incredibly powerful as far as bringing forth manifestation. One of the most powerful manifestors I have ever seen. But what I'm noticing, what I've noticed over the past couple of years as far is what is the actual cost of these manifestations coming forth? Because when you look on the surface, as far as materialistic goods, it appears everything is fine. But I'm looking as far as what cost is there beyond just attracting, bringing forth this manifestation. And one thing that I've noticed that they were doing as far as using the law of attraction is instead of taking the time, you put out this affirmation, you envision what you want to have come forth, and you take this time to prepare yourself for your manifestation. They have just been using this time to search for this manifestation. And I'll just give you an example. It just as, let's say you're looking for a specific type of car. We'll say used cars. $25,000 is the normal price. What you end up doing for about 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, all you do is you're putting all your time and your energy into searching for this car. You're looking at every auto trader site, every car sales site that there is to find this car. And then what ends up happening is you end up finding this car, let's say at $18,000. We'll say $7,000 less than the original sticker price. Now you go and you get this car. But then while you're getting your financing done, you end up having bad credit. Therefore, you have to literally pay 20% interest rate, we'll say. Therefore, now you're taking this car, you have to spread this payment over 5 years. It's literally going to double the price of the car. So now you're paying $36,000 for a car that's worth 25 that you are going to have to put money into in order to fix it, to maintain it. You know, you're gonna have to pay for gas, you have to pay for insurance. Where you've had 3-4 months to prepare for this, as far as prepare for the monthly payments, the insurance, the gas, the repairs, and all these different types of things. But you've been focusing in just on your manifestation. And the point I'm trying to bring with this is no matter what it is that you want to manifest, you are going to be able to manifest it if all you're doing is spending your time searching for it. But then at what cost? Because now imagine this. Now you manifested this car. Now you weren't financially ready for this. Now all of a sudden it's added all this pressure. Now all of a sudden you have all this added stress. You have this fear, this anxiety that's coming up. Therefore mentally, your mental health is dipping. Then what ends up happening? Emotionally, what ends up happening? Now you start having bad days. You start to feel sad. You start to get into that victim mentality. And then what ends up happening is now, if you're unwell mentally, you're unwell emotionally, it's going to start to manifest itself in your body physically. And this is what I'm talking about not using the time properly in order to prepare for your manifestations. Because what ends up happening is just like this example here. There was something you should have used this time in order to let go of, or something you should have done as far as preparing to assume responsibility for something, but you didn't. So now what ends up happening is God in the universe is bringing forth this manifestation. And now, as an example for this, you're going to be facing some money pains. You're going to be going through some very tough times. You're going to struggle. It's going to affect your relationships. It's going to affect your overall emotional well-being, your mental well-being, your physical well-being. And this is what I'm talking about as far as the dark side of the law of attraction. It's really be careful of what is it that you're wanting to manifest, and make sure to use the time that you've been given to prepare for this manifestation. And that's why, for myself, I'm never in a hurry, because I know that everything is going to fall into place in perfect divine timing. And look at it this way. No matter what it is that you want to manifest right now, think about it. Okay, example, you want to manifest the love of your life right now. Everything is perfect. Physically, they're exactly the way you want them. Emotionally, mentally, you know what I mean? The way they give affection, the way they are around you, every characteristic you could possibly imagine, everything you can imagine is exactly the way that it should be. Are you ready for them to knock at your door as of this very moment? Right now, if they literally would knock at that door and you would start your life with your soulmate, with your twin flame as an example, are you ready to assume that level of responsibility? Or is there certain things that you want to get organized in your life? There are certain changes that you want to make. And I'm not kidding. Pause this video and start writing down, start creating yourself a list as far as all the changes that you want to have come forth, all the changes that you want to make in your life before you attract this person. And now what you're going to be doing, you're going to continue to envision this soulmate connection, the love of your life. But at the same time, you're going to start to work on that list. You're going to start to manifest those things as well. Start using the law of attraction like this. Short term, within the next week, within the next 2 weeks, within the next month at the latest. What is it? What changes do you need to have come forth within 2-3 months, 6 months, and then your long term? As an example, with your relationship, bringing forth the soulmate, if right now you still have certain things as far as your body that you want to do. As an example, I want to continue to get toned up. I want to bulk up back to where I was before, prior to my workplace accident. Therefore, for myself, I'm in no hurry right now to attract my soulmate, to attract the love of my life, because I know I still have work to do. And not only this, I don't need that interference as of this very moment. But start looking at that as far as in your life. Financially, are you financially stable? Your living condition, are they up to exactly what level you want them to be? Start looking as far as all these minor changes that you're able to do. Because what's going to end up happening now, when your manifestation is going to come forth, you're going to have let go of certain things. You're going to have worked on yourself. You're going to have prepared yourself for your manifestation, and the cost is already going to have been paid. Whereas if you're not doing any inner work, you're not doing any work as far as attracting it, what's going to end up happening is the cost is just going to be too heavy. The cost is going to be too great. And as an example, you want to attract a soulmate, but you didn't do any type of work at all. And next thing you know, you attract either a false twin flame or you attract a karmic soulmate. Start looking as far as all of your manifestation. What is it that you want to bring forth? What is it that you want to attract? And do a meditation if you need to. Close your eyes and see, how does that make you feel? Is there any insecurities coming up? Is there any type of lack that's coming up? Is there anything as far as, I really need to get this done, I need to organize my life, I need to sort this out before I have it come forth? And it's not going to slow down the manifesting process, not one bit. If anything, it's going to speed it up. It might take a little bit longer for that first one, but let's be honest, who's only manifesting one thing at a time? Right now, we are constantly, every single thought that you're having is manifesting something. You are co-creating your reality. Therefore, there are many different manifestations that you want to have come forth, but it's how you're using all this time in order to get that work done, in order to prepare yourself for that level of responsibility. It's the same thing. If you're wanting right now to switch careers, you want to try something completely new, are you ready to assume that responsibility? Example, a sales pitch to customers, or having to just deal one-on-one. You're giving some type of service. Are you ready for that one-on-one with your customers? Same thing as far as you want to create something. Are you ready to take on the responsibility of, example, a big order coming forth? Or is there still some organization that needs to be done? And what I mean by this is, you want to get somewhere quickly, but enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. Because as far as this awakening, that's what it's about. The destination is continuously changing, being modified just a bit by each and every single decision that you're making, by each and every single actions that you're taking. Therefore, in reality, the destination is always being modified. Therefore, are you ever going to reach the destination? Or else, is it the journey that you should focus on? Is it enjoying the journey at each and every single step? Taking in those life lessons, gaining that experience, preparing yourself for one manifestation after another. Because as far as this journey, you're acting on this guidance. Those of you who are connected with your angels and guides, you're acting on this guidance, but you're not seeing the complete picture. You're only being shown a little bit. Here's the next couple of steps that you should be taking. Here's the next step that you should be taking. But you have to allow that faith to grow in order to continue to guide down the right path. So really look right now. Especially right now, you're struggling as far as bringing forth your manifestation, and you're investing a lot of time as far as looking for it, physically trying to find it. See What is coming up as far as what emotions are coming? What are you aware of as far as what is it that you need to work on to prepare to bring forth this manifestation? And if you do this, you're not going to have to worry about this manifestation being taken away. This is something I struggled with prior to my awakening. We're working towards something and always being afraid of it being taken away. And that's exactly what happened. Whereas now, when my manifestations come forth, I bathe in those high vibe emotions. I take the time to feel that gratitude, and I no longer feel insecure. I no longer have this feeling that someone or something is going to take it away. And not only this, I view everything. Start doing this. Start viewing everything in your life as something borrowed, because it's going to allow you to tap into that gratitude more and more. Because as far as law of attraction, as far as bringing forth your manifestation, at the core, it is your self-love, your self-worth, and gratitude that's going to help bring forth and attract these things at the absolute fastest pace. But use this time to better your life. Use this time to prepare for your manifestation, and be kind, gentle, and caring with yourself. Be understanding. Sometimes it might take a little bit longer, but you know what? The manifestation is much bigger. It's much better. It's much more of a better fit than you think. And especially moving forward, stop seeing with your eyes and start seeing with your heart. Start trusting your intuition more and more as you progress forward. You're going to see you have to put a lot less effort as far as using the law of attraction, and you're going to get yourself more into a flow state. And once you're in a flow state, you're no longer resisting. Once you're in a flow state, you're no longer putting up those barricades. You're no longer having those blockages coming up, because you're not resisting what's coming. You're dealing with one thing after another. You're assuming the responsibility you need to have this manifestation come forth. You're getting that work done. You're taking in that knowledge. You're doing whatever you need to in order to bring it forth. And that's why it's so important to tap into your heart space each and every single day. If you're able to, a meditation first thing in the morning and a meditation before bed. While you're sleeping is the most powerful time to manifest. Therefore, if right before bed, even if it's not a meditation, even if it's just closing your eyes, you're laying in your bed and just thinking about your manifestation, envisioning it, speaking it into your reality. And then while you're sleeping, you have 8 hours of manifesting. You're literally, for 8 hours, you're emitting this energy out into the universe, and it's going to help speed up the process. And if you're ever feeling stressed out, getting out in nature is going to help calm the mind. Because this connection we have with God is not through our mind, it is through our hearts. This connection with our angels and our guides can only be felt through our hearts. The better we feel, the more self-love we have, the more confidence we have, the clearer that guidance becomes. And not only this, the more and more stress is released, where you're able to move forward with much more confidence and conviction than ever. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.